Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to be discussing some of the brand new Transformers reveals that have taken place across this week. Honestly, Hasbro and Takara Tomy have been absolutely knocking it out of the park. I believe we've got more reveals this week than we have pretty much for the entire month. This has been so exciting, and it's all in favour of actually launching their all new Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Golden Disc Collection. Now this particular subline is very similar to the Amazon exclusive Galactic Odyssey line that we saw last year, and I thought for the most part most of those sets were actually pretty awesome, so it was rather pumped to hear that we were going to be getting an almost subline to that, this time in the form of the Golden Disc Collection. And across the week we've got various different reveals, some of which I'm super excited for, some that we already knew about and some that are mediocre, but here for the fourth and final reveal, oh my goodness, they have certainly saved the best for last. And in some ways I really do wish this character could have in fact actually made it into the main line, as he's quite a big deal in regards to Predacons. Now we'll get firstly into the first reveal. It was of course Puffer and Road Ranger. We knew these guys were coming, we've seen some pictures. I will in fact actually have a review over on the channel incredibly shortly, so please be sure to stay tuned for that. These are essentially just retools and I believe slight repaints of Huffer and Pipes. I actually really like Pipes, so I'm definitely looking forward to Puffer. Road Ranger, he's got an incredibly awesome colour scheme, that being red and black, so maybe the actual Huffer mould will grow on me, and both of them do in fact have brand new unique head sculpts which looks fantastic. Then we move on to a second reveal, one that we actually didn't know about prior to its reveal, and that is the War for Cybertron Chapter 2 Golden Disc Collection Autobot Jackpot with sights. Now when this was revealed initially I thought that it was going to be maybe a Ricochet repaint, as I just honestly don't have a clue who Autobot Jackpot is. It's a pretty cool repaint. Of course it's based on the Studio Series 86 movie Jazz. This time it's done in yellow, black and silver and a few orange highlights. I think the actual colour scheme is pretty awesome. It really suits the mould, and we do in fact actually get a brand new head sculpt, and we also get included what I believe is a Battle Master. This is the Pterodactyl. We saw this in the Netflix Optimus Prime repack, and I believe that it did in fact actually get its own individual release way back in either Siege, or it may have in fact even been Earthrized. But a pretty cool set, not one that I was all that pumped about, as of course as mentioned I actually don't have a clue who these particular characters are, but I do like the head sculpt, I do like the colour scheme, and I think the vehicle mode actually does look pretty awesome as well. So this is definitely one that I shall be trying my hardest to track down in the collection. Even if I can just get a hold of the actual Jackpot himself and not sights, then that will definitely be fine with me. Then we move on to the third reveal. Now this one was actually incredibly exciting. Now I have in fact reviewed the Kingdom Voyager Tigatron, and for those of you who watched that review I did in fact state that it was my favourite Voyager Beast figure that we had gotten across Kingdom so far, and even to this date I still agree with that statement. It's a fantastic figure, even in some ways being better than the Masterpiece. So when this particular Mutant Tigatron was revealed for Chapter 3 of the Golden Disc Collection, honestly I was just super happy. I know there was rumours going around that we could in fact expect to see an orange version of Tigatron, but of course nothing was set in stone. I was optimistic, as 9 times out of 10 these leaks and rumours always turn out to be true, but lo and behold here we have the Mutant Tigatron, and it looks fantastic. For the most part it is just an orange redeco of Tigatron. I think it looks fantastic, the Tiger mode looks awesome, but it's all got to do with that brand new mutant head sculpt. Now they also pack in an awesome bio / description on what this particular Tigatron is based upon, and it's such an interesting read. Honestly, it creates for an awesome backstory to this character. The mutant face sculpt is in fact completely different when in comparison to the one that we got with Shadow Panther, so that was definitely cool to see. Sadly still no flippable face gimmick. It would have been awesome to have actually gotten the traditional orange Tigatron head sculpt, but nevertheless you can see here really cool looking paint apps going on for that mutant mask. He comes with the same accessories as the actual Kingdom Tigatron, so we get the gut gun, and considering that it's cast in orange, I guess you could almost sort of put this with your Cheetah. Of course the colour would be slightly off, but it's a better fit than using the white Tigatron. I think in bot mode he looks fantastic. There you've got the tail whip being used as the weapon, but honestly the details, the proportions on that figure are just so cool. We've got an image here of the Tiger mode, which much like the white version I think looks fantastic. You can see all of the stripes, we've got some nice white detailing on the face which looks really awesome, and the package for these figures too is fantastic, incredibly colourful. You can see the golden disc actually floating within space, so that's super cool. But then it's all about today's reveal. This was the reveal that I know so many of us were pumped, really holding out hope that we would in fact actually see, and it is that of a Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron Golden Disc Collection Chapter 4 Terrorsaur. Now this has been a figure that I've been so excited for. We got rumours of this guy I believe earlier on in the year. I didn't really believe them, as of course we had no confirmation that the Golden Disc Collection was in fact actually coming, but when we begin to see some of those actual leaks of Puffer and Road Ranger, I thought that maybe they were actually onto something with this Terrorsaur leak, and lo and behold here he is, and he looks fantastic. Now much like the rumour suggested, it does appear as if though he is an incredibly heavy retool of Air Razor. They do appear to be using the same engineering, but all of the components for the most part besides the shins and maybe the thighs do in fact appear to be a brand new sculpt, and I just think he looks excellent. Super nice attention to detail. Of course, as per tradition with these Kingdom figures, he is slightly stylized in order to better match with this almost realistic aesthetic that they've been going for, but for the most part stays incredibly faithful to his original Beast Wars debut. I think the robot mode face sculpt looks absolutely incredible. Honestly, the attention to detail there is awesome. Some of the CG renders do look a little better in terms of actual colour when in comparison to some of these in-hand shots, but I'm hoping that's just simply down to the lighting, as the face sculpt really does look impeccable. Brand new sculpt, you can see the silver for the face piece. I think the facial expression they've given him is just so fitting for the character. You can see some nice yellow eyes, you can see the pterodactyl wings over the shoulders. They do appear to have completely retooled the shoulder sections as well as the forearms. The hands do appear to be an actual reuse from Airazor, but nevertheless he does also include a brand new blaster weapon, which once again looks really faithful to what he used in the show. The torso region completely modified. I was actually hoping that they would give this a new sculpt, and I'm glad to see that they have. You can see we've got some nice black detailing going on there. The metallic silver paint all looks fantastic, and the foot design as well I think looks really awesome. Now they have got him posed here with the golden disc. I'm not entirely sure as to whether or not this guy will come packaged with a golden disc. It does appear to be the same as the one that we got with the Titan class arc, and then actually looking at some of the promo images and the pictures on the back of the box, it doesn't actually showcase him with that golden disc, so maybe they've just thrown this in here, as of course it's the fourth and final chapter of this collection. But robot mode just looks super impressive. I'm so glad that we're actually finally filling the ranks of the Predacon army, and with rumours that we're going to be seeing the likes of Tarantulas next year in the Transformers Legacy line, the Predacon collection is most certainly going to be expanding, which is super cool. Then we take a look here at the pterodactyl mode. Honestly, completely different when in comparison to the Falcon that we got for Airazor. I was actually really intrigued to see how they would differentiate them if they were going to use that figure as the actual basis for this, and it looks awesome. Honestly, I actually wouldn't be able to tell, taking a look here at the pterodactyl mode, that they were based on the same engineering. Looks fantastic. You can see the beak picked out in yellow. I think the pterodactyl head looks super cool. You can see that lovely reptilian texture detail scattered throughout the wings as well as the torso. Those brand new legs, which do in fact appear to have a slightly different transformation when in comparison to Airazor, so this isn't just a direct carryover of the engineering. There are also some modifications made, which I think is awesome. You can see here another really awesome aggressive pose there of the pterodactyl mode, revealing some exceptional teeth as well as interior mouth detailing. And then as we just take a look once more here at the product renders, you can see really awesome robot mode, and of course a phenomenal looking pterodactyl mode. So overall, I'm thoroughly impressed with what I'm seeing. The Golden Disc collection so far is shaping up to be an awesome subline. It is once again just a shame that these figures are in fact an Amazon exclusive, especially where that Terrorsaur is concerned, as I do think that out of all of them, he's probably going to be the one that is most sought after, just as he is essentially a main character from that original Beast Wars series. Now I would love to know down in the comment section below on what you guys think of this particular Golden Disc collection. Are there any figures here that perhaps you're going to be missing out? Are you rather let down, or have these reveals actually in fact exceeded your expectations? As mentioned beforehand, I think the Puffer and Road Ranger set looks pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of what they've got going on with the Jackpot and Sights, just as the characters are incredibly obscure, but the Jackpot doesn't look too bad, simply down to the fact that they're using the 86 Jazz mold. I think the Mutant Tigatron looks exceptional, really nice mutant head sculpt, and of course the colour scheme, and of course Terrorsaur, just such a fantastic figure, truly the guy that has been building this week's anticipation up for me, and I'm just so glad that Hasbro have delivered, and delivered hard, as this was a guy that I really wanted to finally add to the collection. I would love to know down in the comment section below on what you guys think of these reveals. As always, please feel free to let me know down in the comment section below on what you guys thought of the video, and until my next video, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.